Okay.
Shoot.
So thank you for coming. It's so great to have an audience.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, a couple of quick questions.
Yeah.
First of all, the camera loves you, but you had to direct at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us have done directing, but shy away from being able to direct ourselves. So what were the biggest challenges in starring in, but also directing? What was your biggest challenges there?
The biggest challenge, of course, was when I was very emotionally involved in a scene that I did not have the overview, because you're acting and you're coming from your own perspective. That's why I was very grateful to have Michele Givelli, who is the DP. And I would always watch back and also get his feedback a little bit, what he was thinking. So he was not a co-director, but it was very close to, because he also managed the sound. Can you believe it?
Oh, wow.
He not only did the DP work, he did the sound, and amazing. He was a one-man band, and he was a great sounding board. And we really took the time to look back at it. Is this really what we wanted? So I had to look at certain scenes, like the love scene or stuff like that, because as a director, you have to see the whole picture. But also, I knew what I wanted. I pictured it, and sometimes I was surprised, something even better happened. So, but that is definitely a challenge. Also because I was producing at the same time and had to worry about who's, there was a crew of like 20 to 40, we had about 50 people working on the film. It was a very small crew in Germany, but is such and such getting their lunch that they're not allergic to, and so we had to make sure that everybody had their food. So I was also the producer, so it's a lot of hats to wear. And I also was cutting as we were doing. I saw the script was way too long. It's my first film when we shot it at first. And I just saw, I wanted to put everything in it, and then I saw, I got to slim it down and really focus on the story. What is the story, really? Because I had dream sequences and yeah.
Yeah, it was fabulous. I mean, the dream sequences are so weird and wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, when you conceived this, I mean, you wrote it,
mm-hmm.
right? So what inspired you to create this story?
Basically, being a woman in New York City, I had always been looking for a soulmate, yet there's so many men there, but I never really found the right one. And I found very quirky, weird things, like somebody being so into the rituals that he didn't even see me, and with an Indian guru. And so I was like, okay, this woman is looking for her soulmate in all the wrong places. Mm. And she thinks once she finds the perfect guy, she's going to be, her life is going to be happy. But that's not it. She has to find herself. You have to be complete, whole within yourself. And you already have everything that you need. And she always felt not good enough. In the dance class, she doesn't stand up for herself when the guy constantly talks to his son or tries to be an instructor too. And she slowly, even though that strange imposter of a therapist, even though he abducts her later on. I shouldn't even give away this.
Right.
But he also taught her to stand up for herself in some ways. So I also wanted to show that sometimes people are not just villains, or the people are complex. You can learn from all kinds of situations.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, the one question the film festival asks, I'm going to ask you,
mm-hmm.
Is what's next? So this is a director's cut version, but for you, what's next?
What's next? I directed a film called Prince Harming. That's already finished. It already went through the festival circuit, and it was also acquired by the same distributor, Shadowplay Enterprises in New York City. And we're trying to get distribution again, because it was already distributed. I wasn't happy with the distributor. Because some distribution companies, they have thousands of films, and you have a little independent film, you don't have the publicity, nobody sees it. You make $75 in a couple of months, or in 6 months. So this company is small, a boutique company, but they're really love my work. So I'm hoping in this crazy time that there will be some money coming back, you know.
Because and beyond that, beyond that film, what do you have for the future? What would you like to do?
Yeah, the last 3 years were so overwhelming with what's been happening that I just had to find myself in this world where we're at, because I like to be informed by what is really important to me right now, what story I need to tell, and I just started writing something new. It's going to be a very simple story.
Congratulations on this film, on your upcoming film, and what happens in the future. Thought it was fantastic, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with my world of people, so that they can see what really creative filmmaking is all about.
Well, thank you so much, Jon, and yeah, it really means a lot to me. Great